I don't know what's gonna happen. I know last time we saw Sunday, he was tied up, as he should be, but he was tied up with Jade. So I'm just like, I'm thinking that Robin made a deal with Jade, if I remember correctly, and Jade was just like, okay, I'm gonna fix all this stuff, but your sister had to pay the price or something like that. So I'm assuming Robin made a deal so that Sunday could be a free man and do whatever he wants, right? And he can find his own happiness. But I think the sacrifice was either Robin can't directly help people again because that's something that she really wanted to do, and or she can never see Sunday again. So that's what I personally think that deal was. I don't know if that's true. Tingyun, aka Fugue, I have no idea what's going on with her. I do know we heard her voice talking with Ron May, and the last time we heard about Ron May was when Kimiko and Welt said that they were getting Leviathan parts for her for some reason. So I'm scared about why we had Leviathan parts needed. So that's all I know. All who wakes. It's been a while since you awoke from the dream. Staring into the deep blue sky. I added the word blue in there. You think back on everything you've gained from your adventures so far and begin to grow excited for your next trailblazing expedition. Outside your window, the mysterious air of your destination piques your... Hold on. Why are we still in Penacony? Looks like it's time to discuss your upcoming trip with the rest of the crew. View story recap. Yeah, sure. What does it look like?
The clock winds back to the start of the journey to Penacony. The Astral Express, upon invitation from the watchmaker, heads to a cosmic vacation spot, the Reverie Hotel, for a banquet. However, in this sweet dream paradise, they unexpectedly become entangled in two bizarre murder mysteries.
I love that this is voiced over by Caleb Yen.
A grand struggle for a legacy begins.
Oh my god, this shot.
Numerous factions enter one after another, acting in response to the situation. The family hosts also plot to capture the watchmaker with this opportunity and ensure the Charmony Festival takes place as scheduled. A confrontation between the emanator of the Nihility, Acheron, and IPC representative Aventurine becomes the turning point of the entire event. The latter, through a grand death, shatters the family's lies and reveals the existence of the primordial dreamscape, Dreamflux Reef. The Express crew thus delves into the heart of the situation. Here, Gallagher reveals to everyone the truths about the dreamscape, the Stellaron, Mikhail, and the other nameless. They finally uncover the legacy of the Trailblaze and, in doing so, receive a glimpse from the Harmony. To fulfill the wishes of their predecessors, everyone heads to the Penacony Grand Theater with the intention of sealing the Stellaron. However, they are forced into a deadly battle against Sunday, the head of the Oak family, who is aligned with the Order. This great battle concludes with the fall of the Order once again. The future of Penacony remains uncertain. However, thanks to the mediation of the crew, the family and the IPC agree to cede some of their interests and reach a consensus. Penacony regains the right to determine its own destiny. In the very end, Sparkle makes a grand return with a startling bomb show. This crisis is ultimately resolved amid spectacular fireworks. With everyone receiving their own best ending, the tragicomedy of the sweet dream comes to a close.
Huh. Head to the designated location immediately to start the mission. I really like that they have this option, because I definitely did not remember all the information for Penacony. I wish we got that for the Xianzhou, though.
Amphorius, the Eternal Land.
Oh, straight up, there are no voice lines. Okay. There are no records of this world in the databank, not even a mention of this name. Can someone please give Homie paid work so that Don Hung can be voiced?
Yeah, that's what Miss Black Swan said. It's a world hidden away from outside observation, with a presence only revealed by the light from the mirror of the Garden of Recollection. It's mysterious, all right.
So it's a pocket dimension.
You haven't been with us on the Express very long. Will the journey be too much for you to handle?
Homie, I almost died how many times? It'll be fine. I've been on the I've been on the Express for nearly 2 years now. Wait, okay, so time passes in-game the same as real life? Huh. You know what? At least there's a confirmation for that. Release Nick from Strike Jail and give him all the money. Right, someone please, can we just sign the interim agreement? Hoyoverse, can we sign the interim agreement?
Huh? Has it been that long?
Oh, you're not here too? Release Chia from jail as well. There's no need to be nervous. I understand it may be difficult for us today to wrap our heads around the idea that there's a world Machiavelli didn't venture into, but a journey like that was only routine for the Express crew back then. After all, to Trailblaze is to explore the universe's boundaries. You haven't visited the HI3 universe either, so... Eve's two phase remain unvoiced? I'm so sad, guys! My two homies! I'm so upset!
We should consider Pom-Pom's opinion too. They don't know we're considering Amphorius as a destination.
Sure, I'll take care of that. That said, Pom-Pom usually stays out of discussions about destinations. The final decision will likely still be on us to make. Oh my god, my bros back to back. I'm so upset by this. In that case, we best take the time to think this over.
Yeah. Plus, even if we pass Amphorius over, we've still got a fuel problem to solve.
That's what I thought too. All right then, I'll let Miss Black Swan know that we're considering the Eternal Land as a destination. Seeing as this is going to be an unusual adventure, it'd be good for us to take some time out to make preparations for the journey. Meanwhile, I'll see if I can't find out more about Amorpheus from our allies before we depart.
In other words, we won't be leaving Penacony anytime soon.
Or we could also revisit our previous stops to make sure that the astral charts and navigation routes are all functioning fine. I wonder if the hole in the Tychean Stadium has been repaired.
Wait, now I'm confused. Why did we go to the Xian Show and then back to Penacony? I thought we were out of fuel. What? We had no fuel to go to Lafu, right? Like, why did we end up in the Xian Show? It wasn't a stop on the way because this just resumes here. Maybe, okay, the train is parked in Penacony, but then we got the alerts like, hey, can you come to the Xian Show? And then to participate in the war games. So we told them like, hey, we got no fuel. I don't think we could come. And then Jingwan was just like, nah, let me call you an Uber. And then we Ubered over to the Xian Show. That Uber ride's gonna cost millions. Listen, Jingwan would do it for his baby girl, right? The Express has been on the go almost the whole time since we left the space station. We barely had any time to catch our breath. Catch out breath, sorry. Let's take this as an opportunity to wrap up our vacation instead. Make the most out of this break. At this moment, people still haven't experienced this vacation to be so fulfilling. They'll witness the Grand Xian Show war dance and during this moment of leisure, also disappear. And those we meet again include not only friends but also foes. Sunday perspective? Several weeks later, Golden Hour Penacony.
Creating chaos is also a means of maintaining social stability, if you ask me.
If you have the time for mindless gossip, you're probably better off spending it on getting actual work done.
They say this is all part of ongoing investigations. But is there even any point to doing this? The threat's long been neutralized. They're just putting on a show.
Why do you kind of sound like Scott? I'm not gonna lie. Are you Scott's VA? Or are you that one dude during the cat quest? It sounds like either one of you.
I mean, look at us. This sudden surge in inter-family cooperative efforts. It's nothing but a pretense for those outsiders, isn't it?
Sounds like you've got insider intel. Well, now I'm curious. Are the stories going around true? Was the furor that broke out a while ago really a result of trouble within the Oak family?
Those are some difficult questions. Didn't I just say that creating chaos is also a means to maintaining social stability?
Scott got fired and had to join Nightingale. Listen, he had to get a new job after that humiliation we put him through.
Now, who knows who's been fanning the flames? But there are a dozen rumors going around out there, each one more outlandish than the last.
Oh, I've heard those. Conspiracy theories about how the IPC had orchestrated everything and, what was it again? That the chaos was only quelled because of an accident? Makes no sense. So what's the lowdown?
Oh, the truth has probably been long buried under all the hearsay. All I can say for sure is that someone's taken the rap for it.
You mean the former Oak family head?
Bingo. Most of the blame was pinned on him when the Charmony Festival was abruptly cancelled. Since then, not a single soul's seen him.
That's crazy because I think I just saw his feet.
Heck, forget his whereabouts. Nobody even knows if he's still alive. Talk about scary. For all we know, we might have watched something go down in history, like what happened to the Black Plum family back then.
The what?
Without even realizing it.
I've heard another theory about that family head, though.
Oh.
I beg your pardon, sirs. Dreamweavers are carrying out inspections on the routes around here, and all affected facilities have been closed off. Kindly take a detour in the meantime.
Wait, do you not recognize the homie?
What happened? Is this because of the Stellaron? Jeez, are we Penaconians never gonna dream in peace again?
Now, there is no cause for alarm, sir. The Stellaron has already been sealed. This is just a routine inspection. A move to heighten security, if you will. Please rest assured that the family will do everything in our power to protect the sweet dreams of every guest.
I see. We'll leave the two of you to your work then.
Did no one recognize him? What?
Excuse me, sir.
Oh, maybe you did recognize him.
Have we met before?
No.
Oh,
Nope.
do you recall when or where we might have met?
Oh.
My bad. I must be mistaken. Sorry about that. Sweet dreams to both of you, sirs.
Okay. At least Sunday still has his powers, though. That was awfully convenient.
You sure have a knack for stirring up trouble. Of all the routes available, you had to take the one that Bloodhound's keeping watch over.
Arlecchino, oh, is this Arla? Is this Arla's voice actor? Bro, every time. This baffles me. Voice actors are so fucking cool.
We shouldn't run into any problems with you around. Even if they see through the Harmony's power of disguise, there'll be a way for us to escape.
Spare a thought for me, will you? Just being in your company is plenty enough to get me into trouble, Mr. Prime Fugitive of Penacony.
He doesn't have his halo. What happened?
And that is exactly why I need you with me. You're the only one I can rely on in Penacony now.
Where is your halo?
The only one you can rely on, huh? What about her?
I don't think she wants to see you right now. That's what happened.
At least, she was spared from the consequences of my actions.
What a shame, huh?
Why do you say that?
Just thought that being mean might be more effective than consoling you.
Right? He looks bald without the halo. Like, something is wrong. I don't like that he doesn't have the halo.
I've seen plenty like you. Eager for everyone to take you to task after a setback because that's the only way you'll feel better. As though the more they condemn you, the more likely you can rectify your mistake.
Ah, yes, the martyr syndrome.
That said, if I'd really wanted to hit you where it hurts, I'd use a different approach. Like a show of sympathy, for example.
Oh my god!
You're right. I won't deny that.
She should still be in Penacony. Aren't you going to look for her?
That won't be necessary.
I'm sure you already know why, considering your vested interest in reading my thoughts.
You can read his thoughts?
I can't bring myself to see her when I'm a fugitive.
All right, then let's keep going. Helping a fugitive return to their home. So exciting.
Wait, what? Why was he... Hold on. He said temporarily added, and then he wasn't temporarily added. Where... Homie. Where's my baby girl? Hold on. Oh, you have Story Sunday. Wait, I kind of want to see...
Miss March?
I need to know what your equipment setup is like. Can I see it? What do you mean I cannot give you detailed info? Boo. Boring. Fine, I'll use my Sunday.
Miss March, please put your brilliant ideas to good use. I see 2 bloodhounds. They appear to be on official business, unlike the pair from earlier. What's happening at Ideen Park?
Something.
Hey, hey! In case you didn't notice, I can't see anything.
My apologies. I forgot that you're not very tall.
He called you short!
Remind me, why do I have to make this trip with you again?
We've been through this. You're the only one I can turn to now.
Homie, you can't just keep insulting homie if you want him to help you.
Besides, we once lived a cat and dog existence. Embroiling you in my affairs won't weigh on my conscience.
Oh. Wait, wasn't 1 week the guy that he was talking to in the whole, like, church scenario thing in the sinner's box? And he was just like, yeah, I don't want, like, do I have to be in church? I feel like that's him, but I could be wrong.
Well, you certainly don't have much of one if you can bring yourself to say something like that.
Yet you will repay this favor all the same. After all, you're only alive today because of me. You owe me that much.
It was a different dude? Okay, never mind then. I thought I was being smart.
Holy moly. Can you get any more conceited?
When you were abandoned in the wild and near your end, I showed you a way to survive and helped you escape the jaws of death. When you were at your wit's end and felt lost about your future, I did everything within my power to help you safeguard your position in the family.
Okay, I get it already. You have a way with words, I'll give you that. Still, it's one thing to repay a favor, quite another to knowingly put myself in harm's way. I don't understand. Why are you hell-bent on going back to Penacony? Is this an IPC mission? Did they make you a deal? You can have your freedom back, but in return you must turn against all whom you once called family or something like that?
Regrettably, Lady Bonajade didn't drop so much as a hint about it.
So he doesn't know what the deal is? I mean, I'm assuming because the deal's with Robin and not him. But why shouldn't she tell him what the deal was? Unless Robin said not to tell him. That would make sense.
Go now. You are free, O Chosen One, who dare to exceed his bounds. Sever your wings, descend to the mortal realm, and walk their lands. See what this world is truly like.
Oh my gosh, he actually got Thored. This is literally the plot of Thor.
I will not accept your charity.
Also, I like Sunday in Chains, don't at me.
As I mentioned earlier, it's a trade, and you don't have to give me an answer right now. Rewards are not reaped in a day, and if there's one thing I'm best at, it's waiting. The sweet dream still continues, and the night is still long. You have plenty of time to contemplate your answer.
What is the question? If he's supposed to have the answer. Am I just not remembering anything that happened in Penacony? I love that we had the recap and I don't remember shit.
She only left me with a most intriguing message before setting me free. As for whether I can afford the price of my freedom, I'll only know when I find out what it is.
So he doesn't know the question
but
either.
Nothing good ever comes out of being in the IPC's debt.
Mm-hmm.
I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. For now, there's still some time before that payment is due. So why not exercise the right to freedom that I've just regained?
By walking straight into a trap?
Or by making amends for past deeds. When it's time to go, this will be farewell for good. So, before I leave Penacony, I'd like to take some time to look back on all the events that have taken place.
Can't you just look back on it from a distance?
I mean, I personally think he's better for taking responsibility for his actions.
There's something else I want to do, too. The embryo of philosophy may have fallen.
The what?
But the order in Penacony wasn't built in a day.
Oh,
This sweet dream
thing
is likely to still contain residual traces of the Oak family's influence.
Get off your high horse. The other 4 families are more than capable of working things out on their own.
I might have gone astray, but others shouldn't have to clean up after my mistakes.
Then you should also know that the IPC isn't gonna help you a second time. If you fall into the family's hands again, you're done for.
You know how it is. Old habits die hard. The tie should be on the center line. The shirt must not protrude from the vest. Trouser creases should be perfectly straight, and always aligned with the tips of your shoes. We should always ensure that everything is in order before walking out the door.
That, I feel like, is a movie reference. I've heard that line before.
The same applies when bidding my home farewell, too.
But what has Ideen Park got to do with you? Don't tell me that the Founder's one of your disguises.
I'm not that old.
Oh, come on. Take a joke, will ya?
I don't think Sunday is capable of that.
Sorry, but park facilities are out of order. Refurbishment works are currently underway. Please come back again later.
Are you Welt's voice actor? Maybe I'm hallucinating. Am I hallucinating? Oh, he said that line to Adventurine. Okay, that makes sense.
That sounds familiar.
I'm aware of the situation. You can skip the report.
What? What are you talking about? I need... Mr. 1 Week. Please excuse me. I should have recognized you earlier. I must be more tired than I realized.
I want to know what's going on in there. You'll tell me, won't you?
There's nothing much to say, actually. We Bloodhounds are just as baffled as you are. My guess is that it's simply part of the aftermath of the Stellaron incident.
Molly said it's not. Is it not actually? You know, I trust Molly Zhang, but also, that sounds so eerily close.
Aftermath.
You are?
Renowned workaholic, Mr. Workday. He works for me. You don't know him?
Workday? Workday? Oh, fuck having to name 5 different people. He's just all the workdays.
Oh, I see. Pardon my ignorance, sir. Coming back to the topic of the park, let's just say that it has been recently observed that certain behaviors are not tolerated around here.
Like?
What happens if you violate the prohibitions?
It's baffling, but corrective measures will be taken. It's kind of difficult to explain. Maybe you'd like to see for yourself?
Am I just not understanding the situation? But like, if you broke the rules, of course corrective measures would be taken.
Yeah, that works. Can you keep watch over the entrance? We'll go in and have a look for ourselves.
Please take these notes with you. They may come in handy.
They might have chosen Mr. Definitely
You
Not
shouldn't have
Sunday.
said that just now. It'll only make us look suspicious.
Literally, like, he couldn't have chosen a more suspicious name. This is literally the whole Dan Feng, Dan Heng situation again. So that's like, bro, come on.
Said what?
Mr. Workday?
Why is it so blue on the bottom?
I've always found this name to be more suitable for you. So, why are we here? You managed this park before?
Oh, I guess the filters got broken for a second there.
You could say that. I was still a child back then. To become the bronze Melodia of the Oak family, I'd gone under Mr. Gopherwood's tutelage. We were taking a walk in the park like any other day, when he suddenly hit on the idea to have me manage the park. Within the domain he demarcated, my every word would hold the force of law. In hindsight, that was probably the first time that I enforced order.
You rose through the ranks soon after. I take it that you must have done a pretty good job.
Quite the contrary. I made a terrible mess of things. Fortunately, the tourists thought of it as nothing more than a spell of merrymaking.
Was that his way of training you?
Perhaps he was just using an approach with lighter consequences to show me what he'd learned in life. That there is never an ideal paradigm when it comes to rules. If the enforcer is incapable of introspection, then even regulations once laid down with the noblest of intentions will eventually become defiled. This place is no exception. The distorted after echoes of the Order will only add to the chaos.
That's interesting that he still holds Mr. Gopherwood in such a high light. He managed to park as a child. Right, child labor laws. Okay, listen, Gopherwood was not the greatest person.
Let's see what we have on these notes.
Oh. Ideen Park investigatory rules. I'll write down what I've noticed for now. I'll go over things when I meet the others later. No consumption of food other than burgers, especially ice cream. Huh? Only cast and crew members are allowed on the stage. Be kind to birds. Yeah, you should be kind to birds, actually. Do not discard trash in trash... Do not discard trash in trash cans? What? Please do not use Soul Glad bottle caps sold by the Dream Jolt troupe while experiencing the attractions. Handstand walks around flower beds are prohibited. Why was that rule implemented? Attention, conduct that have not been mentioned are not necessarily safe. They just have not been reviewed. I don't like that that's in red.
No consumption of food except for burgers. What?
Based on the rules, investigate the unusual... Okay, I'm gonna... Hold on. If I eat a burger, like a non-burgery food, in my inventory, will it work? Here, I'll... Steam puffer goat milk. Oh, no, that doesn't work. Hold on. Trick snacks. Ban me! Okay, you know what? That didn't work. Fine, I'll investigate the shit regularly.
No consumption of food other than burgers, especially ice cream. Please tell me you didn't make this rule.
I have nothing against desserts. The only reason I made that rule is so that people can learn to wait in line in an orderly manner for things, instead of shoving and jostling people around.
You don't think that they would do that for burgers too?
What happens if I break the rule?
Rules are made to be broken!
It's as the Bloodhound said. Corrective measures will be enforced.
Huh. Try me.
Wait, don't...
In a blink of an eye, the ice cream vanished into one weak stomach.
Ah. Huh. So, where are those corrective measures?
That's odd.
Didn't I tell ya? The family can take care of the issue without you having to get involved. Next on the list is the stage. Let's go and check it out.
Bro, is this therapy? Is this therapy for Sunday? Is that what it is? Exposure therapy?
Only cast and crew members are allowed on the stage. A surprisingly reasonable rule.
And an easy one to test. Neither of us is part of the cast or a crew member. Let's try it out.
Ban me! Oh.
Huh?
Let's try that again.
Ban me!
What's going on?
Did I get rubber banded?
Guide those who have lost their way back onto the right path. Looks like this is an example of the corrective measures that the Bloodhound mentioned. It's exactly what I would have done back then.
You've been iron-fisted since you were little, haven't you? Wait a sec. If this is how violations are corrected, then everything that I ate just now?
I tried to warn you.
Like a drunkard commonly seen on the sidewalk, he vomited a silver rainbow.
How do you feel?
Now, I'm feeling murderous.
Oh.
In any case, say what you will, but I can't sit by and do nothing. Not when I'm the cause of all this trouble in Ideen Park. There's no need to involve the Dreamweavers. I'll fix these distortions once and for all.
What's the plan?
Nothing complicated. All distortions have their roots. We'll be able to trace them to the source once they manifest. Breaking a few rules will do. We just need to make sure that the corrective measures that will be implemented aren't too much for us to handle. When a distorted after echo manifests to correct us, I'll be able to pinpoint its whereabouts.
A what? Manifests us?
Then, I'll use the power of tuning to heal the dreamscape.
So, can I take it that rules are meant to be broken now?
Oh my god, he said the line. Can I eat more ice cream?
But I say we pass on this. Thanks to you, I never want to eat ice cream again.
No! I want to eat ice cream! So sad. Play the golden machine.
Please do not use Soul Glad bottle caps sold by the Dream Jolt troupe while experiencing the attractions. The Dream Jolt troupe, where? Are they hiding or something?
Do I have to find them?
Please do not.
Oh, you just
Dream
repeat.
Jolt troupe.
Fine. Oh, I want to buy your stuff.
Oh, there it is. Found a good hiding spot, didn't ya?
He was literally out in the
Let's buy some
open.
bottle caps from it.
Just one moment.
Sunday places some alfalfa credits in front of the bubble hound.
Let me translate that for you. Who are you trying to pay with your spare change?
Ugh.
Sunday has placed even more alfalfa credits.
I'm afraid you're going to have to handle this if it isn't enough.
Handle this? Handle what?
The money.
Wait, is that really all you've got on you?
Homie is a fugitive. I don't know where you got the money from. Like,
May I remind you that I am currently on the run?
the Dream Jolt troupe lets out terse shouts. It moves closer, pointing at something that I can't
Luck's on
read.
our side. Looks like we scraped together just enough.
Soul Glad bottle cap. A bottle cap purchased from the Dream Jolt troupe for a high price. The fact remains that bottle caps are valuable even outside of Nuclear Wasteland. Hey, isn't that a reference to Fallout? I didn't know we had a Fallout reference.
Shall we give this capsule machine a try and see what happens?
Here you go. Give me my gamba. I feel like the punishment is in the gacha itself. Oh, why does it have clocky faces on it? Unless I
Nothing's
never
off so
noticed.
far. Maybe we should open the capsule?
Snakes are gonna jump out. Oh. Oh, no, in the capsule machine. You shouldn't have done that. Since warnings have proven futile, punishment is now inevitable. Hello?
They can't be seriously going that far, right? Oh, no. Hey, look out!
But guys, rules were made to be broken.
Oh, did they have to do that? They could have just recalled the capsule.
Perhaps making the attractions no longer just attractions is another corrective measure?
Aren't the rules being too finicky with words?
We're not breaking enough rules. We should look elsewhere, too.
Fine, the rules are made to be broken, something.
Do not discard trash in trash cans. This is absurd. Did you make this rule too?
This is a
Children
dumb
tend to be
rule.
fascinated by such paradoxes. I was no exception.
This is still dumb.
Forget it. I don't even know how to joke about this. Well, what do you suggest we throw in?
Let's throw 1 week in. Fuck. What if I can throw a I have to know. I have to know what you can do with this. I'm gonna throw money away.
Something's happening.
Huh?
What is this? A woodcutter's trash can?
Enough. The location of the distortion is nearby.
Huh? The after echoes of order once distorted only add to the chaos. As a tuner, Sunday can easily discern where harmony of dreamscapes have been disrupted. No, I'm talking the trash can again. Wait, what if I throw in pleasant looking trash? You insert pleasant looking trash into the bin as a sign of consideration. In a blink of an eye, the more pleasant looking trash emerge. What an inappropriate application to the Horde of Plenty concept. Oh, this gives me so much fucking joy. Wait, what if I keep doing it? The trash can is overjoyed and silently pays its respects to you. Before you left, you suddenly feel a sense of dignity. Wait, I'm gonna keep doing it. Wait a minute. I love this. No, it's gone! Oh, I'm so mad. I'm so mad, bro. It's gone. Thanks, homie. Okay, where is this? Oh, R. That's not R. R? Oh, hello. Hello, sight. Wait. Oh, you're flowing this way. Hello, sight. Look at that. Here? R. Here? Pool table?
Oh, there it is. Huh. It does look somewhat like you.
Time for it to disappear for good. Reveal thyself unto me, as is customary. All creatures endowed with eyes bear souls of equal worth.
Are we gonna see Baby Sunday?
Whoa. It worked.
Aw.
The IPC totally should have sent someone to keep an eye on you. Aren't they worried that you might make a comeback in Penacony and grow a new pair of wings?
So long as there remains a need for me to keep a low profile, I'm no threat to them.
That's true. Come to think of it, you had always been in the spotlight, be it as a respected member of the elite or a leader. When was the last time you fell into the mud? All the way back during your childhood days?
Somehow that feels more philosophical than it should be.
Sometime before I turned 6. Like most boys would, I tried to fly with my ear feathers, only to fall into a pit. I almost broke my halo.
Oh, I feel bad, but also, ha!
That was sarcasm, in case you didn't realize. But whoa, you actually remember something like that?
I also did not realize it was sarcasm. Maybe I am Sunday.
You never forget times of failure. It's only human nature.
Ugh, you're probably the only one who'd consider something like that a failure.
Oh, between pledge and forgettance. That's a reference to something, and I cannot remember where I've heard that term before. I feel like it was a Hoyo game, but I can't remember it off the top of my head. Why are we going so far? Are we done? Are we good? Are we leaving?
What is it this time?
Just looking back.
But nothing's there.
That's the whole
Let
point
him
of
be
revisiting
edgy
a
and
place.
reminisce.
When I look at everything here, the memories are so fresh, it's as if it all only happened yesterday. When the younger me tasted failure here, I ran myself ragged to fix the mess. I thought myself no longer the same person as before. But it looks like I was just going round in circles.
So he's a workaholic that needs praise and has a severe praise kink. Okay.
I'm glad for this chance to look back on my past in this way. Come now. We should go. This will be a long farewell.
It helps there's a Natlink quest called Between Pledge and Forgettance. That's probably where I remembered it from. Oh, not party. Can I not? Okay. I can go back, but it doesn't really do anything. Make everything piss yellow so I can look at things. Where are we going? We're going out. Why are we going out?
So, where are we heading next?
OT Mall.
Oh.
Our bloodhounds stationed along the way, though. It might be better to take a quieter route.
I don't mean to meddle, but I'd advise you to stay away from that place.
Why is Welt here?
Did something happen?
Why does he just show up?
There isn't any concrete information yet, but anomalies have been reported around the area. The family is currently investigating.
Aren't you on the train?
You okay?
What? You look like an Teleron.
I'm fine.
What?
The Stellaron incident may have been quelled, but who is to say that nobody has another agenda?
Well, can't see Sunday. Huh?
Thanks for the tip, sir. We'll make a detour. May you stay safe, too.
Oh my
Hold on.
god. Well. Oh, I don't like that rack zoom, bro.
Sweet dreams are technically safe, but it would be wise to look out for oncoming vehicles.
I don't like this. This gives me so much anxiety,
Thank
bro.
you.
Homie said look both ways before crossing the street.
Whew, that was no ordinary passerby. It's a miracle that he didn't see through your disguise.
The Astral Express should have departed a long time ago. Why is he still in Penacony?
Some of us didn't realize we had no fuel, okay?
We needn't change our plans because of him. But be sure to keep your guard up.
Oh, I hope we get to see, like, Trailblazer just randomly out here digging through a trash can or something like that.
I hope nothing terrible has fallen upon Penacony while I was in captivity the last few days. Come now. It's time we set off. Let's not stick too close to each other, just in case.
Okay, Welt
few
said
feet
do
or
not
so
hit the
between us
car,
will do.
but I need to know. I need to know. I need to know. Okay. That didn't do anything special. It was the same car hitting thing. Okay, fine, whatever. I'm gonna run in through the streets. Rules were made to be broken. Where am I supposed to go?
Seems I let my wishful thinking get the best of me. Will you at least give me a chance to explain?
I will, but before I do,
Well,
put
why
your
are you
hands
back
behind your
here?
back and answer my questions in short sentences.
Oh. Oh, he's using the black hole staff.
Short sentences?
I need to make sure your words aren't concealing any dangerous incantations.
I can't believe I've left everyone with such a peculiar impression of me.
You kind of fucked up everyone's impression of you. Actually, you kind of went crazy. You threatened literally all of us. HI3, open up!
Please, believe me when I say that I didn't come back here with ill intent. Penacony will never experience the Order again, either.
I'm afraid I won't be taking your words at face value.
As
Not
you
after
should.
how you wielded the power of harmony.
Mm-hmm.
Answer me. What are you doing here?
I love how, like, I'm not, no offense to the voice actor. It doesn't sound threatening, but I feel like it's more threatening because it doesn't sound threatening. You know what I mean?
It looks like there's only one way to gain your trust.
Yeah, show him. Bring him with you.
Come on out, 1 week. We found ourselves an ally.
Sunday unreservedly shares his story with Welt.
So, it was the IPC that freed you.
My sister has likely made an agreement of some sort with them. As for how I'm able to move around freely in Penacony, I have 1 week to thank for that. As you can see, I've only returned to my home to bid it farewell. Would you be kind enough to give me a chance to say goodbye, so that I may leave without regrets?
Agreed. But, until you leave Penacony for good, you're to stay by my side.
Welt joins the party!
You have my gratitude.
I left my home in a hurry too. I know how it feels.
You abandoned your entire family to go trailblazing with us! I need you to reconsider your actions!
That said, I can't make this call by myself. My companions need to know about this too.
The Astral Express crew is in Penacony too?
Homie, you couldn't put the two pieces wealth is here. Wealth is here, right? You wouldn't assume that they would abandon the children on the train for no reason? Like, homie, of course they're here.
Come with me. We'll go find them. You come along too.
Okay. Boy, this is gonna be a party.
I'm changing my party. I'm changing my party. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't care about Lucha. I don't care there's no healer. I will care in 5 seconds. But Welt has to join the party.
There are both dangers
yes,
and
he was my free
opportunities during
pull.
Interstellar travel.
Wait, actually, I just realized, did the story Sunday not have his halo? No, he does have his halo. He just doesn't have it in the actual thing.
We're here. They should be somewhere nearby.
I'm in the trash can. Don't worry.
Mr. Yang, if you don't mind, there's something that puzzles me. Now that the crisis on the planet of festivities has been averted, shouldn't the Astral Express have departed to continue on its trailblazing journey? Why have you and your companions stayed behind in Penacony?
Why does he sound like a little kid? Wait. He sounds so childlike in that tone. Like, he's like, why, Mr. Yang, are you doing this? Ooh, I can't believe you just didn't leave yet. Like, it sounds like that. I don't know if just me thinking of that impression or if this was intentional.
Could it be that someone stirred up trouble after I left?
And if that were indeed the case?
I doubt I'm in any position to be proposing ideas, but I'm happy to defer to the Nameless and aid with any plans you may have.
There's no need to worry. All is well in Penacony. Our reason for lingering here is a certain unusual passenger.
Unusual is certainly a way to put it.
A passenger?
The Express has been commissioned to send a passenger back home. We're just resting up in Penacony for a while before we depart.
By passenger, do you mean this lady here?
Ting? Yun? Fugue? Ting-yun? Ting-yun? Fugue? Ting-yun?
Or these ladies?
What? Oh, this is every Ting-yun Sim's dream.
This... how?
You're finally here, Mr. Yang. We have a huge problem.
Yeah, we kind of noticed. Oh, Trailblazer. Okay. Did I mess something up? Meanwhile, the Radiant Feldspar.
Isn't
Girly
it
Pop.
fascinating
Screw
how variables
up!
never fail to find their way into the lives of organic life forms?
When will this homie be playable? That is all I ask. God damn it, I forgot she's not voiced. Neither did I expect to see you here in Penacony, Mr. Screwlum. I'd assumed that the Genius Society wasn't invited to the festivities.
I have no interest in the Harmony's celebration, so it's only natural for me to turn down the invitation. But it looks like my decision also cost me the front row seat to all of your exciting adventures. Conclusion: there is likewise a downside to pursuing reason.
I'm sure if all of you geniuses showed up to the Charmony Festival, things would have been very much different.
I hear that the Astral Express has established a collaboration with the Garden of Recollection for your next destination.
How did you know that? They did suggest a destination, but that was all. Did you hear this from Madame Herda? It's a world beyond the knowledge of the Nameless, after all. I wrote to her hoping that the all-encompassing erudition would provide us with some information. Oh! You know what? That makes sense. Oh, maybe that's why the Herda is showing up.
Could there be more to it?
What do you mean? Yes, there is something else. Miss Black Swan said Amorphous is a world influenced by 3 paths. What? Amorphous is world influenced by 3 paths, and your edition is one such path? Okay, so we have Remembrance, and then your edition, and then another one?
Logic. The average Pathstrider wouldn't leave any trace behind in the Garden of Recollection's mirror.
You're right. So this has to be related to the Emanators or perhaps even the Eons. That's why I wanted to know if the geniuses had any clue about it.
It's a pity we do not communicate much within the society. Not to mention we've lost most of our members to the Lord of Silence.
The what now?
I have never heard of Amphorius, however.
Madame Herta said the same, but it did pique her interest, and she agreed to do a little digging. My guess is that there's a chance that the Garden of Recollection is behind it. She always had a keen interest in Remembrance's technology, after all. It's also thanks to her that we got to make Miss Ron May's acquaintance a while back. We even went into the Kalengia Abyss to bring a Leviathan's carcass back for our new friend. Speaking of her, I don't like that you casually said, oh yeah, we just picked up a Leviathan and then we just brought it over. You know, the usual shit that we do. I don't like that. This is far too much an understatement, but none of us ever expected to see an old friend at Miss Ron May's.
That Foxian girl has indeed been through an unimaginable turn of events. I suppose that's the fate you organic life forms are bound by.
An unimaginable turn of her neck, that's for sure. Yeah, a bond like that truly runs deep. You know, seeing your friend die in front of you.
So is it out of goodwill that the Astral Express volunteered to send her back home?
Would the Nameless see a point in keeping work and favors apart? It's her request. She hopes to make a brief stop somewhere to reframe her mindset before returning to Xianzhou, considering her unique position with the Alliance.
Looks like this is one exceptional passenger. Don't you have to accompany her then, Miss Himiko?
My companions are with her, and we're doing a great job of it. They know Miss Tingyun better anyway. Plus, those youngsters will definitely do a better job than me when it comes to vacations. They're probably having a wonderful time right now. Sure, Himiko. I believe you.
So, is anyone gonna tell me what's going on? March?
Oh, about that. Why don't you ask him instead? He knows how to present things logically.
Me? Logic? Remember every single time I said a weird-ass statement and you look at me as like, what the hell's going on? You said I'm the logical one? Me? Apparently, there are many Tingyuns here with us. I'm gonna have to break that stereotype you have of me. Wait, I wanna do 2.
Not now. Of all times. Forget it. I'll tell you.
Also, I'm not
walked around
voiced.
with Miss Tingyun for a while after separating from the rest. But then we ran into something weird.
Did something happen in the dreamscape?
I don't know. Well, take a look around you.
Actually, it's more like it was someone's fault. We met a Pepeshi filming a Try Not to Laugh challenge, and he gave us some of his candy. A type of candy that's supposed to make you fall over laughing.
They have Try Not to Laugh challenges in Penacony? There's influencers in Well, there's Robin, actually. Never mind, I take that back.
So that's sort of Try Not to Laugh challenge.
I didn't really want to do it, but he insisted on us giving it a shot. That's how we got into this problem.
What happened?
I don't know. Well, take a look around you. I want more candies.
Oh, come on, stop interrupting. So, we had some candy, and we're so happy we rolled around on the ground for a bit before standing up. But once we did, we realized Miss Tingyun ate the candy too. But she only sneezed nonstop. Achoo! Achoo! Sneeze after sneeze. And before we knew it, she multiplied into several Tingyuns right in front of us.
So, does she have an allergy to the candy?
What's your take on this?
The dreamscape is a Memoria world. is likely the candy triggered her hypersensitive mind, causing scattered memory fragments to dissociate and become entities themselves. There is no cause for concern. We've experienced similar incidents from time to time in the sweet dream.
Mr. Yang? Who's this?
It's okay. You can reveal yourself now.
I was only being careful, or we would have been stopped by the Bloodhounds more than once on our way here. Help me remove my disguise. 1 week.
Damn, we're stripping him? There he is.
It's been a while, everyone.
You! What's going on?
Yeah, what's going on? Mr. Yang, have you turned on us?
Everyone, stay calm. I'll explain.
Well, fills him in on what he's been through. The trauma?
I believe that at this point, Sunday has no reason to be dishonest. But to prevent any unforeseen complications, I'll be accompanying him everywhere he goes until he leaves Penacony.
Okay.
Mr. 1 Week here is an old acquaintance of Sunday's.
Pleased to meet you, fair lady. And you, of course. You're the heavyweight who pummeled this control freak.
That's one way to say it. He was a worthy opponent. It was a team effort, or I'm not one to boast about past feats. I would say 3. I'm not gonna boost Sunday's ego like that.
The surprises just keep pouring in. First there was Miss Acheron, and then Miss Ting Yoon. Why does it seem like Mr. Yang always comes back with some extraordinary guests?
I'm sorry for running a train into you, BB. I'm not sorry. Hell yeah, I'm running a train into you.
Let's leave this discussion for later. For now, we should be focusing on returning Miss Ting Yoon to her normal self.
That's not gonna be easy. You'll see what I mean, Mr. Yang. These Ting Yoons aren't exactly easy to communicate with.
Huh? Huh? Are y'all yapping about stocks? Perhaps a Merchant Guild representative can be found upon returning to the Sand Show. Gonna say the other line, buddy? Gonna say the other one? Okay, never mind.
Miss March 7th, have you taken the time to consider my suggestion?
Your suggestion? Oh, wait. Which Miss Ting Yoon are you again?
It's me! I'm the one who wants every Ting Yoon to come together to form the Ting Yoon Merchant Guild.
Oh.
How often do you get the chance to work with yourself? Just imagine how in sync we'll be with one another. We're bound to thrive and prosper. I know, we can't leave the dreamscape to trade with the outside world, so that's where you come in, Miss March 7th. Your wits surpass many others, making you the perfect person to handle liaison negotiations on our behalf.
Homie said words, and maybe I understood 3 of those.
I guess I can consider it. I hope everything goes smoothly for your there. Now do you see what I mean, Mr. Yang?
There does appear to be an element of her talking to herself.
I want to clone copies of myself too.
Forget about it. How are you gonna clone your bat?
Mr. Yang mentioned the Express's next voyage is to send a passenger back home. Could this lady be from the Xianzhou Alliance?
Sunday, what do you think?
Yes, more specifically, the Xianzhou Luofu.
The Luofu? Didn't the Antimatter Legion launch an ambush on the Luofu some time ago? Was she one of the few survivors?
Quite the contrary. She might have been the person closest to the eye of the storm.
Looks like there's a lot more to this story.
Story for another time. As host of the Dreamscape, do you have any suggestions for fixing this problem?
I don't have much to go on now. Perhaps we should talk to the other Miss Ting Yoons here.
She had candy and she sneezed. That's all I know. You say anything different?
Oh, you're here again. So, what's your decision?
I'm still deliberating. I'm so highly sought after that it's only right I give it careful consideration.
At least it's different dialogue this time. I appreciate that.
I knew it. I always have an eye for talented people. No problem. Take your time.
We're probably gonna have to come back to her, huh? Flower enthusiast. What?
That sounds nice. People never forget a personally prepared home-cooked meal. But then again, gifts should be lasting. What about a delightful new bouquet of flowers on the table each day? Wouldn't they do a better job at brightening up someone's day? That sounds like a good idea. If we really want to do this right, though, it's the thought behind the gift that truly matters. The more thought goes into the gift, the better the recipient feels it. She makes a valid point, too.
Tag yourself. I'm Food Tingyun.
You sure have a way of not offending anyone.
These three Tingyuns don't look like they'll be reaching a conclusion anytime soon. We won't be able to get a word in.
So, what do you think, Sunny?
Sunny! I love that. I love that for him!
Let's try a different name, my dear friend.
No. Keep Sunny, because it reminds me of Omori.
Oh, don't we sound chummier that way? I took a leaf out of this Foxian girl's book.
The problem with Miss Tingyun is just as I suspected before. That prank shattered her into notes that are each a part of her. In other words, it means the Tingyuns we see here are all different aspects of her psyche.
Okay. You just made it sound a whole lot more complicated.
At any rate, this is a known occurrence across the dreamscape. Tuning could be the way to fix it. The only problem is that these Miss Tingyuns are too caught up in their own world. Is there one we can properly speak with?
One that we can speak with? Oh, I think there is one.
Is Homie asking for the Tingyun manager?
But it may take me a while to identify her.
Do y'all keep yapping?
Looks like they still haven't decided on anything yet.
Well, if you ask me, take the people pleaser out of the picture, and they'll arrive at a conclusion in no time at all.
Or they'll start
beef.
beef.
For them to get into a fight, aren't you?
Or I'm gonna shut up because I'm gonna take March's lines. I want to speak to your manager! Who's the manager? You're the manager? Are you the manager? Did I really make this stall? Who can I sell this to? That's crazy. Already trying to market. She truly is an influencer. Take this apart piece by piece. Hey! There's such a fondness for this benefactor. The trash can? Because I want to. Somewhere else. Oh. They say that this item can peer into dreams. Why are there so many sleepwalking, Tingyun?
I'm walking in the street.
Oh.
What a weird dream.
This Miss Tingyun looks like she's sleepwalking. Nope, not her.
I love that 1 week's personality so far has just been I crave violence, and you know what? Me too, bro. Invincible fan wielder Tingyun. If you have this refined since birth, maybe you could. Kitty Tingyun. Okay, there's 2 options. Wait, who is this?
Huh? Yikes. She's scary. No, I won't be able to talk to her.
She's the same. Kitty Tingyun.
You can't fly? Why?
I don't like that you kind of sounded like Sparkle, and I'm scared.
I can fly. A long time ago, a big girl flew with me really high into the sky.
Ventilia?
I'll take you next time. Pinky promise? Should we get someone to watch over her?
Nah, I think she's perfectly fine on her own. The childlike innocence that adults have is a lot more resilient than you can imagine.
Oh, Yukong! I forgot about her.
Even if that's true, it doesn't apply to her.
Forgot about Yukong. I forgot that ship existed. Wait, hello, Tingyun? Girly? I guess it's not here.
Oh, were you all looking for me?
Why did you suddenly show up?
Oh, were you all looking for me?
Found her. If I remember correctly, this Miss Tingyun's trait is...
It's nothing special, really.
Somewhat normal Tingyun? What? Oh, her trait is that she's normal? Is that what it is?
She ought to meet your one we can properly speak with requirement, right?
Worth a try. My lady, if I may, I wish to perform a tuning on you.
Before you start, you should know that we're keeping our eyes on you. If you even think about taking Miss Tingyun hostage.
I don't think he has a reason to take Tingyun hostage. So, what a nice pickup line. It's a wild statement. Hey, girly, can I do a tuning on you? I think I'd... I don't like that. Brace yourself for gravitational disintegration. You know that there are 4 pairs of eyes between the 3... What do you mean 4 pairs of eyes between the 3 of us? Whose eyes are we missing? Remember, we're the most formidable. No. I'm going with 2. What the? Welt's glasses? Don't people normally say that if you have glasses, you're 4 eyes? So technically there'd be 8? Huh?
It is not my intention to provoke you. Perhaps, as assurance, we can have my friend here perform the task in my stead. 1 week has a higher mastery of the harmony than I do.
Wait, really?
That is true.
If you still have concerns, you are also free to restrain me while he performs the tuning.
What is with Sunday wanting to be tied up? Is this your kink?
There's no need for that. You're acting so sincere. I'm actually surprised.
Oh, 4 pairs of eyes? Then that would mean there's... Okay, that makes more sense. 4 pairs of eyes makes more sense than 4 individual eyes.
Are you all right with this, Miss Tingyun?
I go as the wind blows, so you may decide for me.
Then kindly forgive our intrusion. Please do your best, 1 week.
Oh, hello? Huh? Hi, Fantilia.
What the? Did any of you hear a voice just now?
No.
A voice?
The voices! The voices!
Never mind.
Look, it's working.
Oh? Man, how many times do you have to unintentionally disintegrate or die or disappear? Oh?
Did I expect that every encounter with you would always be in moments of distress? Did I conduct myself improperly?
That's her intro, bro. She's so pretty, bro.
You're finally back.
She really said, I'm back, bitch.
Once again, another moment. You may be small, but you're pretty amazing.
He's a Pepeshi. He's just short. Oh, is he good?
What's wrong?
Girly, are you okay?
It's nothing. Just a trivial matter.
I don't like that.
What do you sense?
I should have let you handle it yourself. This girl is not as ordinary as she appears. I nearly died. Just now.
What? What do you mean? Oh, Hello? Homie passed out? Darkness descends before the eyes, reminiscent of the chaos before the birth of the universe. Amidst the chaos, the voice emerges.
Don't be afraid.
Ron May? Hello?
What is this place? No matter what you see, you only need to remember one thing. You're not alone.
Okay. Oh.
Are you?
What is this like? Okay, normally yellow is like associated with the abundance, so I'm scared that this is on her shoulder. Me, it looks like the flower from Fantilia's Fright. Right, so it's like a, I don't know, I guess like a reminiscent of her. Ron May had to get the body from somewhere, right? So I'd assume there are traces of Fantilia on her.
And who am I? Is that where I came from?
Well?
And where does this path lead?
Okay.
Please stay tuned.
Oops. I don't like that it doesn't auto switch. That is the one thing that annoys me. It added her when I did. Oh, that has to be a setting that I didn't fix then. I don't like how contrasty it looks though. If this hurts my eyes, I'm not gonna lie. I know they're going for the darkness effect, but oh my god, the contrast is so high in the scene.
This path is so dark. Yet it's strange. The farther I walk, the more at peace I feel.
I don't like that there's... Oh!
Could it be that this isn't the first time?
Am I Groundhog Daying this?
So familiar.
Whoa. Why, let's go see
you. To lead me somewhere?
Girly? Oh, the contrast is getting less harsh. I like that. Damn. That didn't work. Oh, hello?
The life support pod is ready. There were only minor issues.
That's
Which
great. Otherwise, that person from the Xianzhou might not be able to hold on much longer.
You're still trying. There's no precedent for saving someone who was destroyed by a Lord Ravager. Will it even work?
I'm not a genius, so I don't understand the logic behind it. But if she says it's possible, then it must be.
Excuse me. Could you tell me where I am?
Hello?
Can they not hear me?
So she's dead. She's a ghost. You must go on. There is no time to wait. Huh? What is this place? Whose body is this? Should you have the power on ahead to uncertainty or turn back to find out where you came from? I don't like that. Do you guys talk anymore? No, y'all are not yappers. I understand. Hello? Can I get some help? Investigate.
This girl is...
Oh, uh-oh. That's scary. There's a whole log for her? Observation day 6. So she's been passed out for 6 days. Though extremely rare, the observed subject has started to provide short answers of some simple questions, even though her cognition is still in a chaotic state. From what has been observed so far, she is not incapable of composing long and complex sentences. However, an unbearably intense pain would immediately attack her with high frequency, enough to interrupt her thoughts or even render her temporarily unconscious. The relevant information should be delivered to Madame Ron May, for her to decide whether the observed subject's senses could be temporarily numbed before conducting a questioning. Correction. We have temporarily blocked the subject's various senses and are trying as much as we can to alleviate their pain. No further questioning will be made until the body's repair has made some progress. Until then, this is a record of the questions that the observed subject has already answered. Number 1. What is your name? The subject replied within 3 seconds. Tingyun. Number 2. What did you encounter? The observer subject spent a substantial period of time in the rumination before suffering from intense pain and losing their consciousness. After being questioned 4 times, it can be confirmed that the observed subject knows about the related details, but struggles to elucidate the knowledge during the limited periods of coherence. Oh, so she like blacks out anytime she thinks of Ting-Yun. That's scary. Like, the trauma was literally so bad it gave her PTSD.
Ting-Yun. What a familiar name. Do I know her?
Maybe?
Don't question it. Keep moving forward.
Oh, I don't like that. I can hear 2 different sides of my...
Who's talking to me?
I can hear... Why is it... Oh, I can hear on both sides. I don't like that. Stop.
These are
wounds left by the destruction. They have taken root within your body and cannot be removed.
The destruction? I don't understand.
I never noticed her nails. They're so pretty.
Please, who are you? And why won't you show yourself?
I can't go to you. All I can do is wait for you to finish walking this path.
What Lumine said to Aether in the quest. I don't know.
You want me to go through here? Do I have to fight it?
There's no need for that. It's too dangerous, and you can't do it anyway. Don't fight it.
Damn, she said skill issue.
Embrace it. Try to coexist with it. Think of it as feeling your own scars.
My scars? Wait!
I thought you said no fighting!
Is this called coexisting?
Don't worry.
Whoa, that's her.
As I said before,
I did not notice his animations before. They're so pretty. You're not alone. In fact, there are several people with you. Namely, a general, a fugitive, and someone with a Stellaron inside of them.
How can it be? Why are there still so many of them? The ones from before weren't defeated either?
As I said before, you can't defeat them. No one can.
You bitch! I still will not forgive you about the whole dessert thing. How dare you betray me, making me eat dessert and then you poison it!
You can fall into the darkness and die alongside these scars of the destruction. Or bring them with you when you return to the world here. These are your 2 choices.
Right? How dare she abandon her cat cakes? I don't forgive you.
Return to the world? What are you saying?
Let a girl have hobbies. Abandonment is not a hobby.
Oh, no wonder those 2 ignored me. Am I just a wandering spirit now?
Close, but not quite.
So, I'm trapped between life and death? Existing in a limbo?
Oh my god, it's purgatory.
You can think of it that way.
Based on what you said, even if I should wake up, these wounds that caused my death will remain on my body and never heal?
Girly Pop, do you know what scars are?
I don't understand. You appear to be trying to save me, Benefactor. But why are you telling me all this?
It's a habit of mine. I believe everyone should have the right to choose whether they wish to return to this world or not.
Be that as it may, I don't remember anything. There's nothing to help me make a choice.
Homie, do you want to live or die? Pick one.
That doesn't matter. I believe the desire to live was born from nothing to begin with. You may also prove yourself to be the exception. I would also be pleased with that result.
See, this is why I don't like Ron May. Right, stop hurrying her. Let her make a choice.
How troublesome. But I suppose that's part of living.
Survival or destruction is no longer a choice for you. They both now grow along the same path. And only by walking this
Oh
path,
god, the contrast, bro!
will you break through the darkness and arrive at my side.
Oh. Hello? Girly pop?
Feeling more awake? Congratulations. You attained your very first victory in this tug of war. It's a good start.
This is...
Let me explain. You were attacked by a Lord Ravager. By all rights, you should not have survived. But someone didn't agree with that assessment. And it just so happens I was able to fulfill his request.
What about the other merchants?
I don't know.
Why me?
Because you were the most unfortunate. You fell into the hands of that Lord Ravager, who destroyed your body and spirit. Yet, you were also the most fortunate. Her desire to claim everything about you for herself meant she needed time, so you were spared instant annihilation. There is only a fine line between resurrection and escaping death. Yet, they couldn't be more different. If you had truly died, I would have been powerless to do anything for you.
So she wasn't dead.
My body feels strange.
I'm sorry. I can't let you regain your ability to feel just yet. You'd be in excruciating pain. Your body was contaminated by the destruction and suffered severe damage. As I said before, these wounds will stay with you for the rest of your life. To prevent its resurgence, I made some minor modifications to your body. Or more specifically, your tail.
Oh, so she gave her the 5 tails.
You'll have to learn to adapt to it. Unfortunately, the inescapable price of survival is often more adversity.
Regardless, I'm grateful to you for saving my life.
There's no need for that. This was merely a transaction. With this, the debt between the traveling merchant and me is clear.
I just realized, is this Luocha?
Who? Don't worry about it. You should sleep for a little longer. By the time you wake up, you won't remember any of these details.
So, why does Tingyun have to fit into Luocha's plans? Because Luocha wants to kill the Eon of Abundance. Why taking taking on the Lord Ravager for destruction help with that?
I'll arrange for someone to send you home. Which reminds me, you seem to have some dependable friends with close ties to you. You should go with them. It can only help with your recovery to hear more about your past.
At this point, past events revealed by tuning recede to the darkness once more. he passed out. You good 1 week?
Are you alright?
Did I pass out?
Yes, actually. You didn't end up in the Dreamflux Reef. We were just about to make a memorial portrait for you.
A little quick to the draw, aren't you?
The tuning rebounded and affected 1 week instead. This is no ordinary woman.
I suppose there's no point in hiding it from you anymore. Miss Tingyun is originally from the Xianzhou. She had an unfortunate encounter with a Lord Ravager who robbed her of her identity and left her on the verge of death. While she miraculously escaped with her life, her body suffered terrible injuries beyond all power to heal.
But something happened to change that outcome?
Yes, a genius got involved. She's very accomplished in the field of life sciences and managed to grant Miss Tingyun a shot at survival. After that, she asked the Express to escort Miss Tingyun back home. We made a stop at Penacony along the way, partly to allow her some time to convalesce.
I'm so sorry. I thought no one would be affected if I hid inside a dream. I didn't expect so many mishaps to happen.
That's all right. So long as nobody was hurt. Can I get something to drink? I feel like I've been asleep for 10 years.
That's fine. We should find another place to talk anyway. We drew some attention with that commotion earlier.
Shortly after.
Soul glad again. I'm a local, you know.
You'll have to make do.
In any case, I must thank the both of you for your assistance.
It was nothing. Now that the matter with Miss Tingyun is resolved, are we meeting your other two companions next?
There's no need for that. Mr. 1 week is in poor condition, so let's wrap up your farewells first. I'll leave Miss Tingyun in your hands.
Uh-huh. But, Mr. Yang, the messenger from the Xianzhou is almost here. You're not coming with us?
Which messenger?
I trust that you can handle it. Besides, Himiko will be there. She'll be able to handle any decisions should you run into any difficulties.
Okay. We better hurry then.
Wait, oh! I thought we were gonna go with Sunday. I did not expect that we were gonna go with Tingyun instead.
Shall we keep going then?
I guess so. Where are we doing here again?
Did you forget already?
Yes.
Miss Tingyun is going back to the Alliance, so we're here to help her pick out souvenirs.
I'm not too familiar with this planet. I'm worried an unscrupulous cutthroat merchant will try to take advantage of me. Luckily, the people I want to buy these gifts for are friends you already know on the Xianzhou. So I'll be counting on both your stakeholder intuitions for recommendations.
As if a merchant could seriously take advantage of you.
No, I already picked up a few gifts earlier. So that means there's only 3 more left to go. But we've already lost a lot of time. So we'd better not drag our feet.
We're going gift shopping? Okay.
Welcome. How can I help you?
Hello there. It's my first time visiting the Dreamscape, so I wanted to buy some local specialties as souvenirs for my friends back home. My 2 friends here are more familiar with the Dreamscape and recommended your shop, so I'm here to take a look.
Wow, you really know how to flatter. Go ahead, browse all you like.
First we have Lady Fuxuan of the Divination Commission. What do you think best suits her?
Oh, you're giving me a choice? That's a bad idea. Brother Hanu Launcher, Clocky Eye Mask, Unicycler. I don't think she'd like any of these. She might like the eye mask, but she might find it tacky. I kind of want to see Fuxuan on a unicycler, though. I would love that. Oh my god, Fuxuan with a rocket launcher. She'd shoot it directly into Jinwang's office. She's like, give me the position now. I'm gonna choose a unicycler because I want to see Fuxuan drive one.
Can you picture her driving?
I think it'd be funny.
It looks cool, but it's probably not a good idea.
No, but it'd be funny. March, you don't have any sense of imagination. Wait, launcher. Give her a Glock.
Maybe Fu Xuan has such refined taste. The Xianzhou really has changed a lot in the time I've been asleep. Let's go with your suggestion.
Oh my god, we're giving her a Glock.
Next is General Jing Yuan.
Penacony shares Dreamjoy memoir film reel. Send him a division of elite fighters. What? Wait, actually, I want to say shares because I don't think Jingwon would actually manage his bank account.
That's not your decision to make.
I think he would enjoy some stocks.
That's the kind of treasure I've always yearned for. But the General's position won't allow him to accept such a gift.
I can't give him stocks. Film reel. Send him a division of elite fighters. Send him in a fucking army.
Seriously?
Why not? Jingwon deserves the best, okay?
Now that the Alliance has all of you there to help them, sending any elite fighters more would just be overkill.
This is not a choice. I don't give a fuck what you think. This is not a choice. This is a forced choice. Fine, he gets the film reel.
Studios theme park to learn more about the history of the planet of festivities. I think the General will like this gift. Finally, we have Lady Bailu of the Alchemy Commission.
Bailu.
She loves excitement.
Give her a gun. Oh. Halovian wings accessory. That'd be so cute. Imagine little Bailu with little wings. That's so cute. Hair clip or Soul Glad syrup. Why are two of these like accessories and then one of them is actual syrup? I want to know what the Halovian wings are because I'd give that to her.
Both wings and horns? That's a little much, don't you think?
March, you have no fucking sense of imagination. It'd be adorable. You can't change my mind. Hamster ball night. I guess she's gonna say like this looks tacky or something.
You carry yourself with such dignity and grace, but you still have the heart of a child. Lady Bailu loves these types of accessories. Let's go with your suggestion.
Oh, that was the right choice. Also, carry myself with dignity and grace, homegirl. I dig through trash cans.
That's all of them. Please wrap them up for me. Thanks to both your help, everything went smoother than I expected. And it looks like we still have some time to spare.
Why don't we pay another visit to the Dreamscape sales store? You can find memory bubbles pretty much anywhere. But Penacony's dream bubbles are extraordinary. Even if we don't get them as gifts, we can keep them as souvenirs for ourselves.
A souvenir for myself? That's definitely an idea I can get behind.
I think she deserves a gift.
But there's one more thing I wish to do. Since this is our last stop, could I have a word with you two in private?
Why'd it get all serious?
Somewhere more secluded. I'd like to discuss a personal matter.
Huh? Why'd she turn all serious? What happened?
Everything you want, we have it all.
This is a good spot.
Uh-huh. What's wrong? What's going on, girlie?
Miss Ting Yoon, what's this about?
You've looked out for me during our travels together these past few days. I'm truly grateful and can't thank you enough.
Why is it playing the reminiscent song?
But there are some things I find difficult to forget. I feel it's only right that I tell you what's on my mind before we part ways. Do you two still remember what it was like when you first saw me?
How could we forget? He was so shocked. He was frozen in place when he shouted.
Sparkle? What? Tingyun Hao, Fantilia Hao, Sparkle. Why is Sparkle in this picture?
Exactly.
What?
And that's precisely why I haven't been able to shake off this strange feeling in the days since I started traveling with you.
You agreed to the Sparkle line? That doesn't make any sense.
When I asked for your names, I couldn't help but think that this first encounter was actually a long-awaited reunion for you. I've heard about what happened to you on the Xianzhou. And I've got to admit that Fantilia's disguise was so perfect, it was like another me tricking everyone.
Sparkle could technically clone her. That is true. Like, she could imitate Sparkle. But at the same time, I'm just like, it doesn't make any sense, right? Because Tingyun shouldn't know about Sparkle. Like, Sparkle was such a Penacony thing that it doesn't make sense that she would know about it. And she just says, yeah, right. And I'm just like, huh? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, we couldn't even tell when you were replaced by Fantilia. I figured it happened when we were after Kafka. You vanished for a while. I thought you must have come back as a double.
But it was much earlier than that. That thought has me filled with sorrow. As if a piece of my life had been stolen away, and I had no part in it.
Yeah, because you were the victim in this scenario.
That's what I've been puzzled about, too. I never actually saw how Fantilia managed to disguise herself as me. What was your impression of that Tingyun, if you recall?
Mysterious, dangerous, or calculating. Maybe, I don't know, this feels like this is going to be a part of her trauma. Like, she wants to know what Fantilia Tingyun was like so that she doesn't repeat the same mistakes or, like, seem anything like her in order for her to, like, not think about the situation that happened, you know? I'm gonna say mysterious.
That's just the nature of the Foxians. It's widely known that mystery is the key to our allure. So, what did she seem like to you?
A shrewd merchant, a potential emanator of the discord. Well, one of these options is right, and the other one was not.
I'll just assume that's a compliment. Maybe next time you could just say silver-tongued. Was there anything particularly memorable?
High EQ. High EQ, extremely flexible. March 7th said you were bossy. I'm gonna snitch.
Hey, no tattling.
Now the final question. In your eyes, am I just like the Tingyun you remember?
No, actually, because Tingyun's voice actor was changed and you do not really... Well, okay, this is the original Tingyun voice actor that voices Fugue. However, the new Tingyun voice actor sounds very different. And the way that you play Tingyun before this patch sounds very different than the Tingyun now. So no, you are not like the Tingyun I remember.
Wait, don't you find that question a bit weird? You're the real Tingyun. Why compare yourself to an imposter?
Oh, Miss March, you might have the wrong idea. I'm just feeling a mix of regret and relief.
I wish they kept the original Tingyun voice with her 4-star design and kept the new Tingyun voice with this one. If it's the belief that she's matured over time. I think the reason why they switched the voice was because Fugue's voice acting is so different from Tingyun's original voice acting. So I honestly think they had a different idea of what Tingyun was going to be. And then when they heard this version of Fugue, they were just like, no, I think we have to change Tingyun. And that's maybe why they changed the voice actor, you know? It's either that or they wanted to make it more obvious that the Tingyun that we met is not the same Tingyun that is Fugue, you know?
Uh-huh.
As a merchant, staying well-informed is crucial. It's only natural for me to stay updated on the events of the Lawfu before I return. If I had rushed in and out back then, I wouldn't have been much help. Instead, I would have postponed the trip and sought assistance from allies, but in that case...
We wouldn't have crossed paths.
Exactly. Based on your description, that Lord Ravager was indeed cunning. Her demeanor mirrored mine so closely that it felt like she was living my life for a few days. rather than merely disguising herself. I regret missing out on your Sanjo journey. But everything that unfolded afterward, aside from the scheming, played out exactly as if I'd been there. This leads me to consider another possibility. Phantilia had stolen a piece of my life, and a Foxian always gets even. I will not be taken advantage of. I must take something back from her as well. But after thinking it over, the only thing that could be considered equal value is the bond I have with all of you.
Aww!
That thought has brought me great comfort. And now I know how to speak to you properly. We've never even met before, and here you are, offering your help, just as before. I should have treated you with respect, but fear of Phantilia made me act like somebody else.
Oh, it's okay, girly pop. It's your trauma.
And now, I will reclaim everything I have lost. And it should begin with a proper acknowledgement. Dear benefactors, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to you.
Aww. It's time to rethink how you see yourself. The trauma has definitely affected you, but I think you need to grow out of your coping mechanisms and into your new life.
Looks like we're off to a good start. Moving forward, I'll definitely be trying more things like this from now on. And you, my dear benefactors, will be my source of courage.
Oh, she's so sweet, bro. I've missed FUGUE. She's such a sweetie. I like the idea that she's still in immense physical pain right now. I like that too, both from a standpoint of like, hey, we have like a kind of like, I don't know how to describe it, but like someone who, like a chronic pain sufferer, like a representation of a chronic pain sufferer, but like in HSR. But also by the fact of just like, she's still just trying to live her life, you know? Girly Pop really has been through a lot.
Miss Ting-Yoon, that's way too over the top. Just don't make any risky decisions. It might overwhelm him.
We'll see. I just hope the Ting-Yoon in your memories won't be tainted by Phantilia anymore. All right, no more questions. I hope I didn't take up too much of your time. Let's continue on our way.
Homie, this is your shopping expenditure. You get to decide what the hell we're doing. Oh, we're talking to Edward? Okay.
Welcome to the Dreamscape Sales Store.
Hi, homie.
Dr. Edward at your service.
We're looking for some dreams to give as gifts. Something exotic and preferably captivating.
Well, just a friendly reminder. Being too picky won't help you find the best dreams.
That's crazy.
Just to dampen your spirits ahead of time. That being said, there are always some lucky exceptions. Not too long ago, I procured a dream bubble that sounds perfectly. The story unfolds in the Shenzhou Alliance, where a young swordmaster strives to become the sword champion. However, his junior Foxian sorcerer, who just turned 100, puts him in a tough spot.
And then they kiss, right?
Why does that sound oddly familiar?
Since I'm returning to the Xianzhou, I think it's better to choose something unrelated to the Alliance. Feel free to pick a few for me.
I love customers like you. So easy to work with.
So easy to take advantage of, you mean?
Ooh! March, why are you being a Karen right now? Relax.
Just don't pick anything weird, okay?
Oh, speaking of dreamscapes, I have a gift for you, my benefactors.
Huh?
After troubling you all this time, I couldn't leave without properly expressing my thanks. Here's a dream bubble for you. I hope you enjoy it.
Huh?
Wow. That's really nice of you.
Here are the dream bubbles I've prepared for you. Thank you for your business.
Why is the same one as the BP light cone?
Well, it looks like everything's finally in order. I suppose it's time to head back?
Tingyun's dream bubble. A dream bubble gifted by Tingyun which records your journeys on the Xianzhou. In this dream, the real Tingyun never missed out on meeting you. Can we view it, like, right now?
Welcome to Dreamscape Sales.
Oh, not Prison Break. Look at the dream gifted by Tingyun. You handed over the dream bubble gifted by Tingyun.
This is quite the dream. Full of twists and turns. With all the right elements. I'd be willing to buy it back at a high price. Think about it.
Huh? Hard pass. That was a gift.
Then please, close your eyes.
As usual, the dream bubble smoothly presents you with a myriad of scenes. However, you're very familiar with this dream. It's almost the same as your travels on the Lafu. The only difference is that the Foxian lady Tingyun, who was traveling with you, never encountered the Lord Ravager. Instead, she helped you solve that crisis of her own free will. You have a similar memory. But you decide to keep this dream. Oh, it's literally fan fiction. I love her.
I can't believe it's time for Miss Tingyun to leave. I'm not ready to say goodbye just yet.
I'm ready to say hi to Miss Himiko, though. Girlie! You're back.
Yeah, we got delayed on the way. Mr. Yang will explain in detail when he gets back. Has the messenger from the Xianzhou arrived yet?
Yes, we've been chatting for a while. Turns out she's an old acquaintance of yours. Who? Yuko? Her girlfriend!
Long time no see, everyone.
And now, kiss.
Madame Yukong?
I've imagined this moment many times. I was worried I might embarrass myself in front of you. I even rehearsed every word beforehand.
Oh my god. They're so cute. Right, we can scoot out of the way. Don't worry.
It was unnecessary. Tingyun, I'm here to take you home.
She said take you home! You two must have had a lot to catch up on after being apart for so long. We'll give you some space. Thank you, Himiko, for reading the fucking room. Let's get out of here. Okay, now they can kiss in private. Thank you.
Madame Yukong, I wasn't expecting it to be you. What a wonderful surprise.
Literally, a fellow lesbian understands.
I wanted to come because, after all, it's you who's coming home.
Yeah, me of all people.
Your body. It's going to be tough from now on, isn't it?
I've already escaped death once. What more could I ask for? Also, it's not all bad. I might even beat you at arm wrestling now.
You're still the same, carefree as always. I have a lot I'd like to tell you, but I'll save it for the road. It's a long journey back to the Lafu. Even if we can't completely rid you of the pain, there must be ways to alleviate it on the Xianzhou.
I have no doubt. But since we're alone here, may I ask you one more thing? Do I really have to go back to the Lafu?
Huh? Why do you not want to go back?
Why? You don't want to?
Despite Ventilia's ruthlessness, she spared me when I should have been eliminated. And why did Miss Ron May, who has no ties to the Xianzhou, go out of her way to save me?
You were an experiment. Let's... next.
It seems as if I've become a pawn in someone else's game.
There are people within the Alliance who also believe that the suspect is now on the Yuchua.
If that's the case, it's all the more reason for me not to return to the Lafu and complicate things. I might as well take advantage of this situation.
take advantage of the situation. What do you mean?
Right now, the marks of ruin inside me maintain a delicate balance. Moreover, they were created by Phantilia herself. If possible, please inform the General and arrange for me to meet with the Marshal. Maybe this body of mine can help the Alliance get one step closer to the Xianzhou's enemies.
When Ron Mei visited the Luofu earlier, she mentioned what happened to you. This coincided with when the message sent by the Astral Express arrived. The Arbiter Generals concluded that Phantilia did not intend for you to survive. If utilized strategically, this could give the Alliance an element of surprise. If we follow this plan, we must keep your resurrection hidden. But before making any decisions, I want to know what you think. If you wish to go home, I'll support you, no matter what others may say.
Then I'm glad. I shall save you the trouble of hearing what those people may say.
The road ahead is perilous. If you decide to take it, I won't stop you. Maybe I'm being selfish, but I still want to know. Are you choosing this because it's what you really want?
I've come to see myself clearly in this dream journey. Perhaps it's what people call a blessing in disguise. There is someone who can attest to my true intentions. Please follow me. She should be around here somewhere.
And then they kissed. Oh, never mind.
Is that...
Huh? Wow, whoa, what?
After a strange encounter, I was fragmented into multiple Tingyuns, each embodying a different aspect of my memories.
Wait, so how did what survive?
And one of them hasn't returned to me, because she ventured too far. Until now.
You mean her? What is she doing?
She's captivated by something that has deeply mesmerized me. As a fleeting emotion, she's no different from a newborn.
Was this baby
boarding this
Tingyun?
ship was solely down to her inner impulse.
Homie just wants to touch
Madam
the
Yukon,
sky,
do you
bro.
remember? Perhaps that was just an ordinary flight for
Saw
you,
the light cone?
for a certain child,
Oh!
that was her first experience with the sky.
Bro!
Of course I remember. Back then, you were still young enough for me to carry.
You probably still can. Want to give it a try?
I'm afraid you'd be too heavy for me now.
Just kidding.
I remember you kept begging me to take you to the star skiff, and even dreamed of becoming a pilot. But once you were airborne, you were so nervous that you clung to others for dear life.
This flight was a turning point in my life. The boundless cosmos unfolded before me. I was completely mesmerized, not just by the view, but in this world, there are paths beyond waiting for us to explore.
Stop. Do you want to trailblaze with us?
Even though I lacked the talent to pilot the star skiff and wasn't much of a warrior, I still chose to travel around with the Merchant Guild. Even to this day, this thrill still courses through me.
That hasn't changed?
Never. Now I can embark once more on my journey as a traveler of no return, exploring the paths that lie beyond.
Oh?
Speaking of which, how are things with the Whistling Flames?
The what now? This feels weird shipping them now. Yukon was like a mother to her. Yeah, I didn't realize how like familial it felt in the light cone versus like just seeing Tingyun and Fugue. Yeah, I don't really ship them anymore. I feel like if she didn't have that childhood experience, maybe I would have shipped them. But like Whistling Flames with her merchant squad, okay, got you.
I've left Yan Ming in charge for now. He's reliable, but he can be a bit extreme, and might not always follow your principles as a traveling merchant.
My principles. Forsake what others fight for, and take what others abandon. That's the way to navigate the world and achieve my goals. I will continue to uphold my principles. But now I've also learned that while these merchant principles may apply to humans, they falter in the face of the gods.
But this shouldn't fall on your shoulders to begin with. You are simply an innocent survivor in this war.
Madame Yukong, you were once a survivor in the war too, weren't you? In a hazy dream, I vaguely remember someone telling me that the inescapable price of survival is often more adversity. But, Madame Yukong, the gods use humans as pawns in their cosmic game, sacrificing countless innocent souls. Have you ever thought about making them pay?
Every moment of every day. But as inconsequential as we are, how can we escape the fate of being mere pawns? If I could choose, I would never want you to become a pawn. I just wish you could still be that carefree little fox, not caught up in this war.
Don't be disheartened, Madame Yukong. Thanks to the favor of the Lord Ravager, I've become a player in this game. Remember, it's often the unassuming pawns, the lone traveler, or the worm that subdues the dragon, that leave even the best strategists helpless. So, now I'll become a cunning speck of dust, and make those masterminds behind the curtains sneeze a few times.
Huh? A moment of silence lingers after that. Departure is often indistinguishable from parting, yet they're fortunate enough not to have to waver between the two. The luck never seems to favor everyone. Oh, Sunday? Meanwhile, at Dream's Edge...
Is this place also affected by the Order?
No, I'm just here to bid farewell. I changed my mind along the way. This journey has too many variables, so it shouldn't matter if we add another.
No! Don't do this to me! You can't say goodbye to her! I'm going to cry!
How did you know she would be here?
I didn't. I had a hunch and decided to try my luck. It seems I can be lucky sometimes.
It's not like you to leave things to luck.
I'm trying to change too.
I don't think you need a bystander in this scenario. Go on ahead.
You're not worried I'll take the opportunity to escape?
It's your sister, bro!
I believe you're the kind of person that has the ability and desire to use everything to your advantage. But that everything does not include Miss Robin.
Thank you.
Now then, Mr. 1 Week.
I'm not leaving. No way.
Let him stay. He won't be in the way. I actually need 1 week to be there. She shouldn't be seen talking to a fugitive, no matter the circumstances.
You don't intend to reveal your true identity to her?
Both parties don't have to be aware that this is a farewell.
I feel like she would want to know, homie. Why are you making these decisions for her? That's what got you in trouble in the first place.
I shouldn't put her at risk for my selfishness.
As you wish.
Shall we go then?
Let's go. Our journey can't begin if I can't take this first step.
I'm going to throw up. I'm going to throw up. I'm going to cry. I'm going to sob. I'm gonna sob in a ditch.
I didn't expect to see you here, Miss Robin.
She's not voiced? Oh, every day I'm suffering. Every day. Why? This is such an emotional scene! No! I'm going to cry in a ditch. Should I don't want to voice act this part because the strike is still happening. It is still a thing. But also, this is such an emotional scene, I'm going to throw up. Nice to meet you, miss. May I know your name?
My name is 1 Week. I'm a member of the Nightingale family.
Oh, you're a Dreamweaver. Thank you for all your hard work. You're the reason the Dreamscape has been able to recover from this crisis.
You're too kind, Miss Robin. You must be very busy. What brings you here to Dream's Edge?
I'm taking a break. I wanted to find a quiet place to relax, ideally somewhere where I could see the stars. Before I knew it, I walked all the way here. I know these stars only exist in the dream, but...
Well, perhaps the dreamscape is not so different from reality. When we look up into the night sky, the stars aren't really there. The glimmering lights we see are merely the images of stars from long ago.
I mean, that's science.
So, have we ever truly seen a real sky full of stars?
You're very philosophical, Miss 1 Week. You remind me of someone I know! Shut up! Stop! The Sky is Fake Part 305. Do you work nearby?
No. Today is my rest day.
Uh-huh, work
There's going
day.
to be a show later, so I came early to find a good seat.
And now rest day. Sunday, you are not helping your case. A show here?
It's somewhere farther away. They say it's a farewell performance.
You and your stupid
The kind
allegories.
that's better to listen to from afar than watch it performed live.
You motherfucker, just tell her your Sunday. I see. In that case, the observation deck is a good choice. You can see all of Penacony from here. Distance can make some things appear more beautiful.
Miss Robin, may I stay here with you to gaze at the stars before the show begins?
I'm going to cry. Of course. You don't have to be so courteous. I should be the one asking. This is the Dream's Edge, after all, and the Dreamweavers are its true masters. Including that Charmony Dub puzzle in the background. I'm going to cry.
These stars are unfamiliar to me. I don't recognize any of them. And it makes me feel uneasy.
Sir, if you wanted to be incognito, you could at least not talk how you normally talk. I don't think Sunday knows another way of talking in his life. What makes you feel this way? Is it because the sky is so far away, or is it because of the unknown?
Perhaps it's both. The Stellaron disaster may not have had any real consequences, but many guests still chose to check out. Now the hotel feels quieter than before. It makes me wonder what Penacony's future will be like. I just hope it will not negatively affect you, Miss Robin.
Also, like, if we are considering the perspective of, like, Robin is actually talking to a random-ass dude, like, this is a lot of trauma dumping, bro. You're too kind. I'll be fine. The disaster was unexpected, but because of it, I was able to witness many pasts and think about many futures. My only real regret is that I left some things unsaid.
Did the person you wanted to say them to leave?
Yes, he left in such a hurry I didn't even get a chance to say goodbye. I'm going to cry.
Sometimes, what's in your heart doesn't need to be dressed up in words. Maybe he already knows what you wanted to say.
Your heart doesn't need to be dressed up in words, says the fucking yapper, bro. But don't you think we should put in some effort when we want to encourage someone?
If you don't mind me asking, who is it that you wish to encourage?
He needs a confirmation. It's someone who experienced failure recently and is about to embark on a long journey.
There are many such people on Penacony.
Bro, you are not
Failure
being subtle.
Is like the setting sun to a dream chaser. It's something that happens every day. I believe they all have the willpower to start anew. Especially after receiving a smile from you, Miss Robin.
But he's different. He's stronger than most ordinary people, but because of it, people have this misconception. They think that when he falls, he'll stand back up faster than anyone else.
Are you saying that's not true?
It's not, because before he stands up again, he'll hesitate and agonize for ages over whether that's the right course of action. Bro, she knows him so well. It's so weird that she's just saying this to him, even though she doesn't know it's him. Anyway, get fucking red, bro.
Failure may be a good thing for someone like that. Being able to reflect on one's actions is a valuable quality to have.
You may be right, but I still hope that he'll never change. Oh.
Why is that?
Because I have faith in the person I remember him to be. He may have taken the wrong approach when he failed, but I don't think he has the wrong intentions. We once stood together at the same starting line, but now it's his turn to fly for the stars. I believe he'll find the right path, even if he has to do it alone. We don't have to soar into the sky together. Because I know we'll reunite one day up there in the clouds. Stop! What is with every Hoyoverse sibling? Just they have to part ways and join their own journey.
I hope so.
We will be reunited when, bro? Miss 1 Week, may I ask a favor? There's a jigsaw here I'd like to finish before I leave. The fucking Charmony dump that's been staring in the background! If I have a Dreamweaver's help, maybe I'll be able to fill in the missing pieces!
A dream jigsaw. I see. I'll do my best.
Don't worry if you can't find them. Just think of it as us taking a walk together.
I'm still inexperienced, so let's just hope we get lucky.
Thank you anyway. I expect the first jigsaw piece will be a part of the starry sky. As for the other piece, I hope she will simplify swings.
It seems we've been blessed with good fortune today.
This is... a scrawled note was left here. May your sky be forever radiant. It seems familiar.
Another Dreamweaver probably left this behind. It's a habit for this profession. They hope to use these blessings as a foundation for the dreamscape.
Bro, she's just taking you on this stupid jigsaw puzzle quest because she knows that you're Sunday and you're so not obvious, bro.
The second jigsaw piece. Is this a pair of wings or a decoration made of feathers?
Maybe it's somewhere in between the two. It's a pair of broken wings.
We should keep looking.
It's okay, let me use this one. Just as before, a note was placed carefully next to the puzzle, like someone got here a step earlier. May your stage be forever illustrious. One more thing, staying fit is important, but don't forget to eat well too. Oh, I'm in pain. I'm in pain. I hate you, Hoyoverse. I fucking, you dastardly bastard. You little shit. You emotional damage motherfucker. Stupid Charmony dumb. I can't fit the puzzle together. I can't see the puzzle through my fucking tears.
It's done. have a look.
Stop. Don't play the Chevy song. Don't play the Chevy song right now, bro. That painting feels like a blessing and also seems to mirror someone's resolve. Even when the broken wings no longer belong to the sky, the direction in which they fall will still be towards the stars. Huh?
Soon, I shall travel to those unfamiliar stars.
Oh, the Charmony Dove.
None of which I recognize. But as long as you continue to gaze upon them from here, then those unfamiliar stars will one day be the place of our reunion.
Stop, I'm gonna vomit. I'm gonna cry. Stop! Is he gone? Is he fucking... No! He's gone! No! Robin knew. Bro, I'm telling you, Sunday is not subtle. Robin fucking knew he was not slick! You still couldn't bear to say goodbye in the end? Maybe I'm stronger than you think. Shut the fuck up, Hoyoverse! Hoyoverse, when I fucking catch you. Bro, when I fucking catch you. You must try to relax on your long journey. Robin! No! Stop! The Chevy song is not helping. Fuck you, Hoyoverse. You're not slick. You angsty motherfucker. It's honestly sad. It plays back on the fact that he's so groomed into being prim and proper and being able to talk casually is impossible for him. Right. And like, I think Robin realizes that she's not going to be the person that can help him out of this, right? He needs to discover it on his own, just like how Robin discovered her love of life through doing her own thing, you know?
That didn't seem like a perfect goodbye.
It's enough. I only meant to stay quietly by her side for a bit. But why did you do those unnecessary things?
What things?
Those 2 notes. If someone finds them, they can be used as evidence against her.
Huh. So you can do whatever you want as many times as you want, but I can't?
Oh, that was 1 week? Bro, 1 week a real homie, though. 1 week actually a real homie. Here's my thing. Robin could have totally done the route that Sunday did and tried to be like, no, you have to do this, otherwise you're not gonna be, like, perfect, you know? But I think Robin realizes that that is, like, as much as her brother loves her, she needs the freedom to discover things on her own, and she can't be that same person to Sunday, and she needs to let Sunday do what he does and like figure out this journey on his own. Like he's not going to be able to go on this journey and like discover things by himself if Robin is there. She hoped the whole time he would just come out and tell her how she feels truly. Right, the whole time. And she was like, so you can't even say it to my face. That's crazy. Without the fluff, without the fancy words. But that's not in Sunday's nature. Like Sunday has never known anything that is not prim and perfect. But Robin just wants the truth, you know? It's like the 2 different ideals. And I don't think Sunday has reached the point where he can just talk to someone regularly. Literally, Justin, I love you, Sunday. Like, please just tell your sister that you love her.
I don't want to live with regret for the rest of my life either.
Live with regret.
We're almost done saying our goodbyes, right?
Yes. We only have one last stop. But before we leave, I have a question I'd like to ask you, Mr. Yang. I'm curious. Why did you become a nameless?
Why the sudden interest?
I always had a feeling that you would never give up on someone who needed help. After spending time with you, I'm even more convinced of this assessment. At this very moment, there are countless worlds above the sky still waiting for the arrival of the Astral Express. Yet you and your companions have chosen to stay here. All for an old friend you never knew, and a notorious fugitive. To Trailblaze means to forge ahead. Yet, you stop and spend precious time on people just passing by. All the while you believe this is the natural course of action?
That's not what I think at all. Besides, the watchmaker also made a similar choice.
And because of that, he bid farewell to the Express and never walked among the stars again in his lifetime.
Not all journeys lead to the stars. Even if we leave the Express, some trailblazing paths will still continue. You can think of it this way. The title of Nameless doesn't belong to any one person. Each individual will have their own view of what it means to walk this path and will always try their best, no matter the situation. The goal of my trailblazing is not the unknown world, but every living being who exists under the stars.
It's not about the destination, it's about the journey, but in different words from Welt.
In my homeland, the name Welt means world. It suggests that each person is a world unto themselves, and that we harbor as many possibilities as the distant stars. This is my way of the Trailblaze and the reason why I decided to stay here.
It's German. Got you. That makes sense. I was like, Welt does not mean world.
Why me?
Like I said before, I left my home in a hurry too. I know how you feel right now. I also know that a person will only be able to truly face themselves once they've decided to say goodbye to their past, the same way you're doing right here, right now.
Emerge!
There was never a third person with us, was there?
What?
I told you he'd find out.
I should have known nothing could escape your keen eyes.
You wanted a fucking scapegoat? 1 week was a scapegoat this entire time?
Since you already know 1 week's secret, there's no need for me to build up suspense. Let's go. We'll head straight for the finale and take our final bow in this farewell performance.
1 week was fake? What? What? Wait, can I go back to Robin? Robin! Oh, it was this way. Robin! No, she's not here either. No! Robin! I'm very sad now. Robin flew away. Shut up. I can't believe you're fucking fake, bro. I can't believe you're fake. I have to fight you. After all that happened, the Grand Theater stands deserted. The man who crashed here with broken wings must learn how to walk on land. But to do that, he must first fly towards the stars.
I know you can hide your appearance, but trespassing on restricted family grounds is still a bold move.
Don't worry, I won't take too much time. I was a child when I first visited the Grand Theater. I remember seeing the light behind the curtains from here and believing it to be the morning star guiding me toward the land of the dreams.
I'm still curious why 1 week is still here after Sunday was just like, oh yeah, homie's not real, so...
When I returned here many years later as the head of the Oak family, I finally learned that the light was actually a Stellaron.
Now that you've returned to the stage, what are you planning to do?
Prepare for my departure. I've always believed that a person's starting point should also be his last stop.
I don't know if this was intentional, but why does Sunday, this entire quest, look like a wet dog? Poor homie is in his bag.
Have you ever seen the elderly at the end of their lives? As they welcome their final moments, they invariably raise their hands, stretching their arms into the emptiness. Much like how babies also stretch their arms into the air when they are first born. Humanity flaps their wings twice as they complete their journey. Once when they are born, and once when they die. in order to flap my own wings and soar again. I will say goodbye, here, to the me of yesterday.
Oh, okay. We're having two of them. Okay.
I really hate this face. My expressions feel so dull and lifeless.
I could take them.
I see. That explains why something always felt off about your appearance. The halo above your head that symbolizes the harmony, it's been missing since the moment we reunited.
I'm not surprised that, well, just found out about this. I feel like you and Sunday would have a good conversation about memento mori and mortality. If I was in the HSR universe, I would love to just have a talk with Sunday. Just like talk about like the reality of life and death. I don't think I'd agree with him 95% of the time because like his version of mortality and like how he handles things is very different to my own. But I would just love to just rack his little fucking brain of his and like do other things to him. But that's a different story. Well, why are you balls? That's great. I mean, that's literally what just happened.
It's true that this ring was bestowed upon our people by the heavens. But that doesn't mean it can't be thrown away.
Is it like a vision? Like, can you just like not get rid of it?
While I was in the gallery of thoughts, at the entrance of the dream, I chose to completely sever the halo from myself.
What?
Why?
How? Why? Yeah.
I am a fugitive after all. I must remove any chance of being detected by the family.
Okay. But you literally, it's severing a halo the same thing as getting rid of a vision, or are you literally chopping a part of yourself? That's my question. Like, how painful is it to remove your halo?
Another reason is to feel pain. A pain like falling from the sky with broken wings that can keep me awake.
Homie, are we just admitting to self-harm? Like, Sunday, baby girl. I was gonna ask if you're okay. You're not okay, bro.
This is how I can cast aside all the blessings of the harmony and the order and, for the first time in my life, enter the sweet dream as an ordinary person.
Is that also how Mr. 1 Week came into this world?
No. You wouldn't believe the real story even if he told you.
Oh, Griffin is doing both voices. Okay. I was expecting 1 Week to actually speak, and then I was just like, okay.
He was born from an accident. One that you're actually quite familiar with. It was that try not to laugh challenge.
Oh.
Quite embarrassing, to be honest.
I love that the try not to laugh challenge has so much importance in the story for no reason.
I was roaming around as an ordinary person when I unfortunately fell into that Pepeshi's trap. The prank that fragmented Miss Ting-Yun also divided my fragile self into two.
Are you saying that he's a part of you? That's quite surprising given that you two look nothing alike.
They literally look the same. They have different outfits. Well, relax.
You could say he's another possibility of me. I too was once a child, with aspirations buried deep within. Over time, those childhood voices grew increasingly faint. Maybe if I had made a small change in my childhood, I would have turned out to be exactly like him. What a pity. Failing to become a better version of yourself. So, my final farewell will be like that of Miss Ting-Yun. I will perform a tuning on myself and return to my complete form.
I was gonna ask who passed the safety check on this candy because we gotta talk. Listen, but it gave us 2 Sundays and we gave us multiple Ting-Yuns. I'm sure some people would like that.
And this also means that 1 week will vanish for good. That's why I said this was the last stop. Is there a possibility that you will be the one who disappears? No. This is a foregone conclusion. But who's to say there won't be any changes? Maybe deep down, I'm also anticipating this possibility.
So either you get the sassy
Regardless of
one
the outcome,
or the one who's
you will have a
depressed.
witness. I'll be waiting for you in the audience.
Much appreciated.
I love that Welt just has observed so much shit during his travels.
Now, shall we begin? Anticipating this possibility, you've really changed. In the past, you wouldn't have tolerated any noise at all.
We love growth.
I'm about to embark on an unknown journey where it will be impossible to maintain my orderly life. I will have to navigate unexpected surprises, much like today. You're not ready at all, are you? I feel unsettled, maybe even scared. Ever since I left Penacony, I could no longer control everything.
It really feels like angel and devil on the shoulder kind of vibe, which would fit his character, actually.
Don't flatter yourself. You can't control anything. But isn't that how it is for most people? My fear of the unknown may be a weakness, but your presence has shown me that surprises aren't always bad. Meeting you has been a great help to me, and I'm glad to have discovered this side of myself. I also feel grateful for the opportunity to tell you this in person. I truly dislike you.
There it is. I was waiting for that.
What? Are you sure you didn't mean the opposite?
No, you're a fucking asshole, bro.
I must admit, many of your qualities strike a chord with me. There are times when I want to joke around, freely express my thoughts, or openly share my dislike of a person. Or my fondness. I want to tell her that I love all her songs.
So why didn't you do that when you met up with Rob? I'm going to... Sunday!
Then go for it, Sonny. You always talk about locking the bird in the cage, but you're the one who's trapped.
Oh my god, they finally admitted it. Thank you!
Look at yourself. Besides discipline and hesitation, there's nothing else in your life. If you continue living like a slab of marble, you'll break into pieces when you fall. But I won't become like you. I simply can't. I dislike people who are frivolous. It makes me uncomfortable to even emulate them. If I fail, I will still uphold my principles, such as decorum and stateliness. As for the harmony, my stance remains the same. Whether it's you or the paths, if what I once doubted, or even opposed, becomes the force I must rely on in the future, then this time, my true heart will guide the tuning. I'll leave it to you. What is this? Leaving your fate entirely up to a coin flip?
Maybe this is where the Adventuring Sunday ship came from, because, like, damn. He influenced him a lot.
This isn't like you at all. Did you lose your mind after being run over by the Express? Or were you possessed by that IPC gambler?
Maybe I'm gonna shut up before I steal Juan Wick's lines.
Failure is always the best teacher. To save more lives, you must first understand what they live for and what they die for. The best way to achieve this is through personal experience.
That is honestly very true. We need to get one, we can sure for Fixer, the one who's a sassy teenager. I mean, he could grow into like a better Sunday. Like both of these outcomes, I feel like Sunday could become a better person. Like he could be taught more experiences in the world, and like he could definitely be like, he could definitely change. It's just one of them is going to be way more resistant to change than the other, you know?
You see? I'm already starting to make changes.
Wow, improvement, buddy.
Whether it's us merging or one of us disappearing, I'll leave the tuning to fate and see if I can embrace all that I detest. Only then will I truly be able to walk among the living in their world. But what if you can't do it? Well, that's out of my hands. It will just prove that I'm still the same person. The person who always disappoints his sister.
Ooh. Ooh. Maybe if you went to talk to her! Dumb bitch. Anyway.
Falling is just another name for flying. That's why I rejoice at my broken wings. Step into the mortal world to see how it truly is. Then...
Be born as a human and die as one, homie.
I'll join the weak in reaching my hands toward the sky. On the planet of festivities, whatever identities I once had, they no longer matter.
I love that, like, he considered himself a god. Like, his ego was so big at one point that he was like, yeah, I'm kind of godlike. Now I must die among the humans. I'm just like, relax, homie.
It's not the gods who answer us, but ourselves from the future. I don't have much to say. But, as it's time to part ways, here's one last piece of advice.
Don't be stupid. Anyway.
When telling jokes, be sincere. Don't sweat the details, and above all, don't explain them every time.
Oh my god, is he a Sino?
Never mind. Maybe it's better for you not to joke at all.
Right, I love the tone shift. Like, one of them is just like so sassy, kind of carefree. Like, he's so blasé, and the other one is so reserved. I kind of like that entire shift.
No objections from me. This is so annoying. How did I become so dull?
You were kind of dull in the first place. I don't know what you're talking about, homie. This is me at work versus me at home. Real.
Well, despite everything, try not to be too hard on yourself. There will always be people who are sad. Planet of festivities, land of the dreams. I say goodbye to my home. Should one desire to leave the stage for good,
we change outfits. Ah, so that is how we are going to boss fight. Okay, I should have picked a better team.
as expected. The trickiest thing is tuning yourself. These dissonant sounds are much too harsh.
Fight as one!
In this, I will watch over
Wait,
you.
Was that Tingyu's voice? I forgot they changed Tingyu's voice actor. I completely forgot they changed Tingyu's voice actor.
Eternal sleep is the dead return.
It's literally just Scaramouche Part 2, except Scaramouche is fighting himself this time. Give him a little boop. And then it kiss.
On this 8th day, I grant myself departure.
There he goes.
Well, how should I address you now? Mr. Sunday or Mr. 1 Week?
Whichever you prefer. He's probably mocking me from inside right now. Thank you for accompanying me through all this, Mr. Yang. This farewell journey has come to an end.
What are your plans after leaving Penacony?
At this point, there's no need to hide things from you. I believe there's more to the incident involving the Stellaron on Penacony.
So are we, like, So he's gonna research it? But then why not say on Penacony to research this? I don't... Sunday, what is the process here?
Are you suggesting that the Dream Master wasn't the one controlling the Stellaron?
Don't worry. The Oak family was indeed behind seizing the Stellaron and resurrecting the fallen Eon during the Charmony Festival, and you've already defeated them. But Mr. Gopherwood once told me that all the Order's efforts were aimed at avoiding the same mistakes that the Harmony made. My guess is that the family from the Montour system must be involved.
What? Okay.
Unfortunately, too much time has passed to verify that. Penacony is just a small territory, and even the family heads with their authority cannot enter the sacred site of the Harmony and inquire about the true will of the Great One. In the worst-case scenario, if Xipe turned a blind eye, how could the strong defending the weak hold up? Mr. Yang, I just want to tell you this. The Harmony has more than one side. They can be the most steadfast ally of the Astral Express, or the most fearsome enemy.
But that's like every Eon though? Like every single Eon doesn't work for another thing. They just uphold what their path tells them to.
Well, thank you for being honest with me. The efforts of the crew on Penacony were driven by the same concern. After all this, the Harmony and the Preservation will keep the situation on the planet of festivities in balance. With the momentum from the Trailblaze, more forces will arrive and Penacony will become a public space in the cosmos. Freedom is the only answer the Nameless can offer. I'm glad that Penacony needs it.
You and I both strive for a peaceful society, even if our reasons are different. And you've gone even further than I have. If not for our paths, perhaps you and I wouldn't be in opposition.
Oh, don't sell yourself short. We're not fundamentally opposed. Otherwise, you wouldn't have shown me mercy in front of the Dream Master. This shared journey is my way of repaying you. After all, you are one of my trailblazing goals.
What? Explain?
About that. You've given me many insights as well. Humans are the measure of everything, and no one is the sole savior.
That's gay! Has anyone made a Sunday Welt ship yet?
Creating a paradise remains one of my lifelong ambitions. As I move forward, I realize I must build it brick by brick. Therefore, I have a request that I hope you'll consider.
He's going to join the Astro Express, 100%.
While I lack the will to trailblaze, nor can I become a true Nameless. I admire your convictions. Perhaps what I need, more than asceticism, is knowledge. Therefore, after leaving Penacony, would you consider letting me come aboard the Astral Express and travel with you for now?
There it is. I was expecting that, honestly. Like, where else is he gonna go? Like, if he needs to do research, trailblazing is the best option. Sometime later.
So this is why I brought him here. Mr. Sunday wants to join us on the Express. Of course, I can't make that decision alone.
Oh, right. Himiko's not voiced. But if you didn't support this idea, you wouldn't have brought him back. Well, I trust your judgment. If someone's willing to join us on our journey, the Express will be open to them. But this time is a bit different. Before making any decision, Trailblazer, I want to hear what you think. I want to hear everyone's opinion. But in this battle, you were the one who directly confronted him. Your opinion holds the most weight.
I learned the most valuable lessons from my past opponents. Please, say whatever's on your mind.
You're a noble person. You always want to be in control. You've disappointed many people. Ooh, I don't want to be a dickhead, bro. I feel like he always wants to be in control. You're a perfectionist, always trying to control everything, even when it comes to yourself. Although we're going to travel further into the unknown once we leave Penacony, I guess a change of pace could do everyone some good. I picked that one too. I feel like that's the most neutral option because while I do think he has a noble soul, That is like the bare minimum, right? I don't want to be a dickhead and say like you're a disappointment to everyone. He feels enough guilt as it is from that. I don't think he needs to be told he's a fucking disappointment, but because he knows that he's disappointed his sister. So I don't need to tell him that again. I think this is the best option. He's not a disappointment, he disappointed people. That is another way to look at it, yeah. I'd assume it'd be if you disappointed a lot of people, and while I can't forgive you, you still prove yourself to those who do. I guess, yeah, it seems like most of you are thinking that there might be like a kind of positive undertone to it. I don't know if the Deads would write it like that, but just in case, I didn't want to pick it. Ooh, I agree with what you stand for. Have some hope in humanity. You have an unrealistic ideal. I feel like there's an achievement if you picked all the negative ones. But I think out of all of these, I think he needs to have a little bit more hope for humanity. Maybe you're too pessimistic about humanity, but the Trailblaze isn't like that. We had to learn to have faith before embarking on this path. You must do the same. We can be friends. You're a worthy adversary. I don't agree with Mr. Yang. I think he is useful in terms of the Astro Express crew members. I don't think I would be friends with him. Anyhow, you've been an unforgettable adversary to me, even though I haven't been trailblazing for long. He can join. Finally, I'm no longer the newbie. Maybe we should hear everyone else's opinion. I'll have my eye on you at all times. I won't accept this no matter what is said. Oh, I want to hear everyone else's opinion. I'm not gonna lie. Just because I'm curious. He's not a disappointment. He just made a bad decision, but he's learning from his mistakes, which takes a lot to admit to yourself. Yeah, and I think he needs to grow from his past mistakes. Like, yes, he hurt a lot of people. Like, a lot of people. But I think he needs the space to grow from it. It doesn't mean that the people who were affected should immediately apologize to him or like get over the fact that like, oh, he's a good guy now, right? I think it is up to those survivors and those people to make that decision, and then they can treat him however he wants. But some people will not forgive him for the mistakes that he made. I think it'd be funny for Sunday to come with us just for Christianity Space Greeks. Oh my god, immediately like, oh, so you only believe in one god technically, right? So how about multiple? I have nothing more to add. I'll let you all decide then. I'm fine with that.
Well, you did get nerfed after turning into a good guy.
That's crazy.
So I guess I'm okay too.
That's fucking crazy. Also, he did get nerfed. I want to summon Enna.
Thank you all for your forgiveness. Perhaps I'll find the answer I'm looking for on this journey. And when that day comes, it'll be farewell.
You know what? Sunday is the guy where he's like that guy that is just like, oh, I need to go to a monastery and disappear for a few years so that I can find my true inner self. Like, that's what it's giving me right now.
Until then, I will do my best to fulfill my duty as a passenger.
Looks like we've come to a decision. Remember to keep the conductor in loop too.
Now that our business on Penacony is settled, it's about time we get back on track and prepare for our next warp jump.
We are literally out of fuel, guys. Yeah, but let me try contacting Madame Herta again before we set off. She helped us look into Morpheus, even though nothing new came up. I should at least let her know we're leaving.
Try?
I tried contacting the space station several times, but I never got any response. Maybe there's a problem with the interastral network. It shouldn't be anything to worry about, you know, not being able to contact people that you need help from. But what could happen on the Genius's home turf? Even the Antimatter Legion wouldn't stand a chance. For all we know, Madame Herta could be making a move again. It sounds like we're going to hear from Madame Herta.
No, we're still not quite there.
Mm-hmm.
Did Homie get locked out? What happened?
Indeed, this is only a minor ripple that no one will ever notice. So, you must also understand, For a genius,
I forgot she has
the
millions of
importance
robots.
Questions outweighs the importance of the answers themselves. So-called magic has its own set of principles. There are no mysteries in this universe that cannot be solved.
Is this a magical girl transformation? Oh.
All-seeing presence. I ask you this. What is divinity?
Oh. Okay. Hi, the Herda. What happened to your bots? Why'd you have to break all of your bots? Huh? That's crazy. Oh my god, I didn't realize we were gonna see Herda today. Homegirl was walking straight towards Noose. That I'm not surprised by because she got that key that's in her artwork from Noose himself. So I don't think this is the first time she's encountered Noose personally. So it's still the illusion of choice because no matter what you pick, he only is staying temporarily. Picking the last option just makes it like a negative thing. Okay, so he eventually will have to disembark no matter what. It's kind of just like, how are you gonna deal with it? You know, like Feisha is the emanator of the hunt. I want to see more expansion to like how the emanators work, and I hope that comes with the Herda coming out, but we'll see. I do like that if you agree to have him join the Express, he says that he may find the answer he looks for and then he would leave. Yeah, I think that's the best option. Like his whole reason for leaving Penacony is to find answers. So what Sunday said was, of course, you have any reason to feel that way. In that case, I won't inconvenience you all any more than necessarily. I'll find a stop to disembark at once the Astral Express departs as Donna. Oh, so he's just like, I'm just gonna get out of your hair. And Don Hunk says he too would keep an close eye on him. Okay. So he's just like, I don't want to be an inconvenience, guys.